Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another edition of Occupational Health and Safety Simplified. Coming to you from beautiful British Columbia, God's country. What does bleach, gasoline, propane, batteries, hand sanitizer, even flour dust all have in common? Let me answer that. Every one of them can become a hazardous material under the right conditions. Most people hear the words hazardous materials and picture someone in a full-body hazmat suit cleaning up a toxic spill. But here's the truth. You've probably handled hazardous material today. The difference between going home safely and ending up in a hospital often comes down to one simple thing: knowing what you're dealing with. Today we're going to break hazardous materials down into simple terms that anyone can understand. Hazardous materials are simply substances that can harm people, property, or the environment. And there are 5 major ways they can hurt you. Let's talk about that. A hazardous material may be toxic. That means it can poison your body. It may be flammable, which means it catches fire easily. It may be reactive, meaning it can explode or react violently when mixed with something else. Or corrosive. It can burn your skin or eat away at metal. It could be radioactive or biological, exposing you to radiation or infectious diseases. The important thing is, the danger isn't always obvious. Some hazards you can't smell, see, or taste until the damage is already done. Imagine you're renovating an older office building and you remove a wall and discover insulation wrapped around old pipes. One of the workers says, "Don't worry, we've done this 100 times. But another worker asks, "Has anyone tested this for asbestos?" Well, that single question could save everyone's future health, because asbestos doesn't usually hurt you today. It hurts you 10 or 20 years later. And this is where good safety management comes in. Identify hazardous materials before the work starts. Review safety data sheets. Communicate the hazards. Coach workers. Answer questions. Build a culture where people actually speak up. Now let's talk about one of the most important documents in occupational health and safety, the Exposure Control Plan. Think of it as the game's playbook. If workers could be exposed to hazardous chemicals or biological agents, the employer must, by law, develop a written plan that answers questions like, what are the hazards? Who could be exposed? How do we control the hazards? Who is responsible for controlling the hazards? What training do the workers need in order to stay safe? So here's the biggest lesson I want you to take from today's video. Hazardous materials don't become dangerous because they exist. They become dangerous when people don't recognize the hazard. I'm Mark Williams, and thank you for joining me for another hair-raising edition of Occupational Health and Safety Simplified. Stay safe, stay informed, and have yourself a great Canadian day.